Hey there, welcome back to New Day Northwest. Listen, we all know you should never drink and drive, but people do make mistakes, and there are definitely consequences to those mistakes. Local law firm DUI Heroes is here to tell us how a good lawyer can help you through the process. Joining us now is DUI Heroes founding lawyer Jonathan Dichter. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you, Emily. Nice to see you.
It is nice to see you. So tell us first what DUI Heroes is all about.
So DUI Heroes is a small boutique law firm. We currently have 4 attorneys, and all we deal with are DUI and DUI related offenses, nothing else. No personal injury, no family law or anything like that. We focus exclusively on representing people charged with DUI and DUI related offenses all up and down the I-5 corridor and throughout Washington, mostly King and Snohomish County, but pretty much we'll go anywhere.
Okay. So what is the difference between case management and client care in your office?
So case management is kind of what most law offices do. It's about working through the caseload, getting through the files, and kind of making sure your caseload goes low enough that you can take in new cases. It's very impersonal and it's very hands-off, very sterile. Client care, on the other hand, is what we do.
Yeah.
It's about getting to know the individual client. We refer to most of our clients by first name. And we get to know who they are, what their goals are, not just for their case, but for their lives. One of the first things that we try to acknowledge to each of them is that we're sorry they're going through this. Because very few people ever say that. Yeah. It's a scary thing to go through. It's terrifying. Their jobs are at stake, their shame, etc. And we try to recognize that the person who comes into our office is literally in the hardest position a human being is ever in. They're sitting in front of a stranger and they're saying, please help me. And that's one of the most humbling things a human being ever has to do. Right. And we recognize that, and we're actually grateful to them for coming to us and asking us to be the one to help them.
That is, it's powerful, because on top of the shame, I mean, there's that incredible guilt where you feel like a terrible human being, or you don't want to talk to anyone, and there are several processes you have to go through once this happens, correct? And
yes.
You help through those processes?
Yeah, we go through the entire process with our clients. There's a Department of Licensing administrative process. There's the court process. It's very confusing because there are parts of them that interplay, there are parts of them that don't. Every client of ours gets a free copy of my book, the DUI Survival Guide. You can get a copy online, but you can get a copy for free just by calling us or asking me, and I'll get you a copy anytime you want. All of our clients get it, walks you through all the basics.
That's handy.
And then we're always there for the clients and really for anyone 24/7.
That is very, very helpful. How did you get into this line of work? Why did you specifically pick this?
You know, kind of by accident. I never intended to go into this particular line of work. It just turned out as I sort of went through law school and got into doing criminal defense work, and now we're talking 20 plus years ago, that I just kind of had a knack for it. And the more I got to know people who were going through this, the more I found that I was very good at being very understanding about it. And then I started to see some of the real problems with the system. And I started to meet individuals who really changed my view on things. For example, I had a client named Christina. Christina came to me a few years ago as a medical student. Christina wanted to, right at the height of the pandemic, wanted to become a doctor. She was very close. And she'd been in an accident. There was an allegation of a fairly high alcohol level in her case. And based on that, the prosecutor's office in her case wasn't really willing to do much in terms of negotiation. And she just came in terrified that she was not going to be able to achieve her goal of helping people and healing people. And we said, well, we'll help you and we'll investigate the case. And when we investigated the case, what we found was that the police department, and it was here in Seattle, the police department had obtained her breath test illegally, and actually through one of the most brazenly illegal things I think I've ever seen in almost 20 years in practice.
Really?
It was essentially one officer who didn't have the authority, his license to do a breath test had expired. And
so you can't ascertain whether it was done correctly?
Correct. But another officer who had a valid card gave it to him and said, just use mine instead.
Oh.
Which is even worse.
So there were so many problems with this, and this lady's life was on the line. Did everything end up working out at least all right?
When we were able to take all this information to the prosecutor's office and show them what their officers had done and the officers' bad actions. What they were actually willing to do was amend her charge, not just away from DUI, but all the way down to the lowest possible criminal offense, a misdemeanor. Yeah. It didn't hold up her medical career. It didn't hold up her license. And actually, the day that I asked her if I could share her story as part of a variety of different talks that I do, she said, absolutely, I'm happy to do it. And also, I want to tell you something, Jonathan. I said, what's that? She said, I'm holding my medical license in my hand. I got it in the mail today.
Wow.
And so Christina's a doctor now, and she's helping people.
Well, I know that it just proves that this can happen to anyone at any time. Yeah. Circumstances, obviously, that we know it's not right, but this happens. So before I let you go, you have a special offer for New Day viewers, right?
We do, yeah. So anyone who watches this segment or sees this segment or mentions this segment, mentions New Day or you or seeing me here, what we're going to do is we're going to take $2,000 off their fee right off the top. We do everything on a flat rate basis. It's all calculated in advance. We don't hide any fees. There's no hidden costs. And we're going to take $2,000 off their fee because we want to make sure that everybody has access to the best possible representation. So we're going to do that for all the New Day viewers anytime.
Jonathan, thank you so much. This has been a very interesting
absolutely.
Conversation.
Thank
we appreciate it. Now, to get in contact with Jonathan, please visit the website on your screen. We've also got a link to New Day's website. All right, everyone has that hard-to-buy dad or grad on their list. And when we come back, gadget guy Steve Greenberg has top 6 picks from headphones to bowls that keep your ice cream cold for hours. We're back after this.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by DUI Heroes.